Hi, I'm Heather Sommers. I'm a personal trainer and wellness coordinator here at the Quincy Family YMCA, here to talk to you a little bit about New Year's and New You resolution. And I say New You because I want to point out the importance of not only keeping that resolution as part of a new year, but as part of a new you. And face it, no matter what part or stage of life that we are in, it is imperative to keep growing and keep shedding old skin. So with that, I'd like to help you and introduce you to some ideas for around the home, moving, exercising, however you want to look at it, to not intimidate you, but also, or to help you motivate, this new kind of lifestyle. So statistically, 30 days, 3 weeks to 30 days is usually about how long it takes to form a habit. We all want to form good habits, right? And then it takes even longer, up to 3 months, to form a new lifestyle. So the biggest thing I ask of you now is to be patient with yourself. Find what motivates you. Grab a friend, even if they're in a different stage, and have them for accountability. Be their accountability person as well. So we'll introduce you to a few stretches and exercises. You don't need any equipment. Just yourself and maybe a sturdy ledge and maybe a chair, just to help a little bit with balance and stability. And I look forward to showing you those. So Horatio here is going to help show some stretches and moves that I advise and use myself at home, but advise clients as well. Again, no matter what stage you're in, they're just good, healthy ways to make sure you're moving throughout the day. So you don't feel like you have to get a set block of a workout in, but if you're at your desk working all day, or just sedentary a lot, these are good ways to make sure that you are moving at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. So I'll have Horatio go ahead and sit down on the edge of the chair. You want to have a nice, sturdy, firm surface, a recliner. It'll be a little bit harder to pull these off. If you have a table or a chest at the end of your bed, these are really great moves to do in the morning. So you're sitting up nice and tall. I want you to take a big, deep breath in and exhale out. Good. And then from there, he's going to keep his right foot on the floor and lifting the left leg to connect the ankle to the knee. Good. And if this part is not somewhere you are in your flexibility and mobility, lifting your leg as high as you can to start is fine. And then it's something that you can work up to. So from here, you're going to push down on the inside of your knee and just feel that good resistance. It's a good stretch for that hip. And while you're sitting up nice and tall, it's also helping to get the oxygen flowing throughout your body. So you'll hold each of these for about an 8 to 10 counts. And then he's going to hug his knee toward his chest. Just give it a good hug. And that works a little bit different part of the hip too. Taking nice, even, deep breaths. Good. And these kinds of stretches are called static stretches, where you're sitting still, you're holding a stretch for a few seconds, and then we're switching to a torso twist. So both feet on the floor. Again, sitting up nice and tall. I will say that a lot of times. And then gently turning to the left, using the outside of the leg and a part of the chair if needed for some resistance. Feeling that good stretch throughout the torso, keeping those shoulders back. And again, each move for about 8 to 10 counts. And then back to center. And then lift your arms up over your head. Take a big deep breath in and then lift up off the chair. Good. And then lower those arms. That right there, a small move like that is working that core strength. So if that right there, if you can't do that with both arms up, try it with one arm and work your way up to both arms. So now I'm going to turn the chair toward you. Okay. Pretend like this is a countertop. And I say a countertop because it's a nice, stable ledge, something that's not going to move anywhere. And from here, you can do all kinds of things. You can do leg lifts, where you lift a leg to the side, extended leg.
Extended?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Good. Nice and easy. Do 10 of those. And at the same time, you are keeping that belly button drawn in, engaging the core no matter what you're doing. Belly button to spine. Some people say sucking it in. However works best to make you feel that. Again, 8 to 10 each side. And then after doing some of those, I want you to practice your balance. Bring one hand off of the counter and then bring one foot up off of the floor. Good. And then when you're feeling confident, you can take that other hand off of the counter and hold that for about 10 seconds. Good. And so he's concentrating on something likely inanimate, not moving right now. And that is something I would advise you. Find something that's not moving, focus on that, find your footing, and then use that for balance. And then you would switch to the other side. One more thing here, it's like a standing downward dog stretch. For those of you who may not be in that position to accomplish a full downward dog, is holding gently onto the edge of the counter and then walking away from the counter, keeping that core engaged, and you walk away as far as what feels best to you, really drawing those shoulders back, keeping that belly button drawn in. Good. And just pressing back on those heels. It's a good, gentle, non-impact stretch for that back, for those shoulders, and for the backs of the legs too. Okay, so after stretching like that, you go ahead and walk all the way back in. You can do these, like I said, first thing in the morning is always a good static stretch to get warmed up. But then there are things that I like to do called hardcore chores. Adds a little bit of movement and strength to things that we all do every day around the house. And that's the thing, you can make it fun, you can make it non-intimidating, you don't have to search the internet for some kind of workout to do. You can do it yourself all the time. So starting with brushing our teeth, which we all do. Do some squats while you're brushing your teeth. So a proper squat, and I'll have you stay sideways so everybody can see his form. I'm going to take this away for now. If you're still working on balance, keep a ledge or the sink close by, but Horatio's going to start bending his knees and pressing back toward his bottom. Good. And you can lift those arms, or one arm will be used to brush your teeth. Very good. And then slowly come up from that. And as you're coming up, again, engaging the core in through the belly button toward the spine, and then you're dropping your bottom back behind your hips. Okay, so the biggest thing to remember doing these is watching to make sure the weight stays on the heels and not out over the toes, because that would cause some strain or some sprain on the knees. So I want you to try to start with 10 of those and work your way up. If 10 is easy peasy, work your way up to however many you need to do. Personally, I do 100 a day, every day. You're gonna brush your teeth anyway, you might as well make it into a workout, okay? After that, some lunges. So a lunge is an excellent core strength and overall lower body strength movement, and you can make it feels like cardio too, because it's your body weight. So starting with the lunge, walk your right leg forward. Good, a little bit more. All right, and then standing nice and tall, dropping both knees. All right, good. Yeah, and then all the way back up. And you will feel those ab muscles working. And so I want you to try those both standing still at first to make sure you have that good form. And then after that, try walking around the house doing that to add a little bit of that cardio. If you're watching TV, commercial breaks, let's get some jumping jacks. So go ahead and do a couple regular jumping jacks for them, please. Jumping jacks. Okay, if you're not into jumping, let's do toe taps. Good. Same kind of movement, and you can speed it up even. Get those arms up over the head. Anytime you bring your arms up overhead, that's some cardio exercise, because your body is not used to your arms being overhead. You really think about it. Okay, last thing that you can try are different kinds of push-ups. So everybody needs to work on their push-ups all the time. The best push-up I can show you to start off with at home is one against the wall or on a chair like this. So Horatio, pretend like this is the counter again. Nice firm surface. You're gonna walk away from it, okay? Walk away from it. All right, keep the belly button in, and you're gonna be shoulders stacked over the wrist. So walk away a little, or walk in, sorry, a little bit more. All right, here we go. And then bend those elbows, draw those elbows back toward, behind the ribs. Woo! And then slowly bring it back up. Again, keeping those legs nice and long and extended, keeping that belly button in. And you will feel that good press on these biceps, triceps, and the shoulders back here. So I want you to keep the shoulders stacked over the elbows, stacked over the wrists to prevent strain on any of those joints, but also to build up that muscle, okay? So those are just a few things you can do. Try to do 5 at once, and then build up to 10 at once, and then try to do it 2 to 3 times a day. And then once you go to bed at night, you said, I did 30 push-ups today. Okay, and then we can build up from there. So again, be patient with yourself, have fun with it, think of other fun ways you can keep moving around the house. You know, if you have stairs, going up and down the stairs slowly and carefully, and then building up from there, going for a walk around your block, getting bundled up. So also, don't forget that the YMCA offers every year a Fit Start program, you know, new year, new you. And this year it starts on January 6th, goes until March 3rd, so you can sign up all the way until January 6th if you're having some second thoughts about it. We have a cash prize for the first prize winner, and then we have many other fun membership prizes after that, and you don't have to be a member to join. So here we measure the loss of body fat percentage. It's not just by a scale. We have a male segment and a female segment. We have weigh-ins here, but you don't necessarily have to come in to work out. You can do your own thing, and you're working on your own self. We just like to try to be involved and give a little bit more of an incentive to lose, and hopefully help you build new habits to last. So Fit Start at the Quincy Family YMCA, you can find it online, Facebook, or come in and see us.